Hello, my name is Shelli and I have a passion for volunteering and being part of your community, particularly in a rural community. My husband and I are share milkers, which I've always joked is just another word for gypsy. We've moved around the South Island a lot, lived in lots of different communities, and we found that the best way to become involved and be part of the community is to join groups and to volunteer to help, and whether that's play schools, Plunket, primary schools, or now our children at secondary school, being involved in what's going on around us and just putting a little bit back into the community. That started off for us with the children very little with playgroups and Plunket, moved on to rural women, and I was fortunate to get a lot out of that, and trips to Wellington, learning lots about how the government ticks and things like that, which I would never have learnt without being part of that organisation. And as we've progressed through life, our focus has changed as the children have got older, and we've joined lots of different organisations that have really helped grow us as people and given us lots of life experiences. The experiences that I've gained in all these different volunteer roles, actually when I was looking around for a job off farm, managed to get me a role with this badge here. I'm now Strengthening Families Coordinator for our local area, and all of my experiences volunteering and organising things for the local community, these were the experiences I drew on my job interview to explain how I could perform this role well for the local community. So it means that I'm now able to put a bit back in my working life, one day a week, helping families that maybe aren't doing quite so well. So I think the message that I have for women out there in dairying is be involved in what your kids are doing, what your husband, your partner and yourself are interested in, because we all have goals and aspirations and places we want to be, but you have to enjoy the journey and enjoy how you're getting to where you want to go. And so take some time to put something back into your community, because for everything you put in, you get a great deal back out of it, a lot more than you put in. So you get out there and join things and be part of your community. One of the things that my husband and I have got back from our input into different organisations is the networking that we've been able to do. We've got networks of friends all around the country now that we've met through different organisations, which is a great help to us in our business life. If we need to find something out, we know somebody that has a skill in that area that we may have met through an entirely different organisation, but we're able to pull on that friendship and bring it into our business, so it's been a great help to us that way. One of those networks was the Fonterra Shareholders Network, which was an awesome way to meet farmers all around the country, and often in a social setting, but it meant that when we needed to use those contacts for work, we'd already met them and were able to draw on that. We have a passion for our animals and for showing our cows, and that's got us involved in the AMP societies, and we've made heaps of really good friends and had huge experiences doing things like that. I have fond memories of leading the grand parade with our entire family, each leading a different animal in front of the pipe band and around in front of all of our friends and neighbours at the showgrounds, and you can't get experiences like that unless you put something in first. This picture was taken after our probably most successful day showing cows at a local AMP show, and we were just so proud of all the ribbons that we won, so we hung them all up for a photo. We've had some really fun nights with all of our friends. A few years ago we decided that there was no social outlet for dairy farmers in the area, and we organised an annual dinner called the Otago Dairy Farmers Dinner. After the first year of putting on a disco, which nobody wanted to dance to because they all wanted to sit and talk with their friends, the following year we had the idea given to us by a friend to start a Dairy Farmers Awards night. We started the Lifestyle Dairy Farmers Awards, and for several years ran a great fun awards night with prizes for things like who slept in the latest in the morning, and who had the most number of staff, and who had the most number of children conceived during calving. So we've had a great deal of fun, and I guess as things have changed for us, we've changed different organisations, and currently I identify most with this t-shirt here. I'm very proud to be a camp mum for my boys rowing team. Our 2 teenage boys both row for Otago Boys, and each summer I spend a great deal of time standing on the side of a lake screaming at boys rowing past in boats. And I've got a huge amount of enjoyment out of being involved with our children in these ways. This photo is all my babies, my extended family, my rowing boys, this season's crew, and this is a typical photo of me giving them some information for the following day. It was taken at the campsite in Twizel where we stay whilst we're rowing, and it's probably one of my favourite places in the world is to be there with my own family and my extended family, cheering on the boys and encouraging them. This is a photo of my family that was taken at my 40th birthday party. It was a really special time for me because we had a lot of good friends and family there, and we had some photos to record the day. So this is my husband and children.